Hi guys, let's play a bit with our Black Lantern Batman. And you may notice, essentially, I'm teamed with a hero. Essentially, this is one of my heroes on PC. Uh, how did I manage that? Quite simply, I cleared for the mission with both character at the same time, and they were matched together. So technically, you cannot really form a group with the other faction. But if you time your career at the same time, you should be able to play with your friends, even if you guys are in different faction. So, so it's as close to grouping together as I was able to find. Also, we often see people ask other people to switch to DPS. Um, I have to tell you guys, if you see a player that's combat rating 140 or even worse, 150, even if he's in healer role, he's going to do plenty of damage. He's going to pretty much wipe everything, as you can see. At combat rating 140, enemies in a tier 2 mission aren't they're no match for your character. So there's no point in asking a player to switch to DPS when he's 140 in a tier 2 mission. Although technically, even at tier 7, there's no point in asking people to switch to DPS. There's no reason not to be able to do the mission if the guy is in healer role. But in a low level mission, there's absolutely no reason at all to ask for the guy to switch to DPS. That makes no it's beyond pointless. I'm not even using weapon mastery. I'm just using my powers, and as you can see, it's more than enough to essentially defeat any opponents. Oh, the medieval gloves. Huh. Let's see who's going to get them. Oh, the random is evil. So we still have three more. I didn't really cover this area here. Oh, there's two just here. Oh well. I guess we each got a pair of gloves, which is nice. And essentially, this little guy here, you don't want to defeat him too quickly. The reason for that is quite simple. Essentially, halfway through the fight, the Guardian changes appearance, and if you try to do too much damage all at once, you could glitch him so that he doesn't want to die and he doesn't want, or he doesn't want to switch appearance. Either way, you could end up not being able to finish the mission if you try to kill him too quickly. So don't don't be stupid. Just take a 30 seconds extra and just take your time to let him let his hit point go down slowly so that you don't end up glitching him and then he gets stuck either in that animation or in that animation. Essentially, you have to let him be able to transform. Otherwise, you could end up not being able to kill him. It doesn't happen all that often, but I've seen it happen a few times enough to know that you don't. There's no point in trying to kill him in 1 second. Take 30-second extra, and you won't risk messing up the mission. Oh, that's strange. We got exactly the same rewards. Almost. The I got a victory token, and he got the exhibits. Oh, I'm jealous now. So let's equip the medieval gloves, the medieval pants. Holy crap! Three medieval pieces. I have a Green Lantern that's been trying to get those for like 2 years. And let's see what's in the box. Nothing good. I wasn't really planning to do this mission. I just wanted to test out a theory that I had. But once I was inside, I figured, what the heck. So let's sell what we don't need. Let's repair. 142. It's probably the last time I'm going to the little heart. It's probably the last time I'm going to be able to play legal malfunction, so let's put it on. Actually, let's uh, let's wait for the others. Oh, wrong move. That was quick. Let's switch to DPS, otherwise whoever we end up with will have a stroke or something if he sees that he's teamed up with a healer. Which is sad when you think about it. So let's give a little bow to our friend. I guess let's get started. Oh no, I'm going to fight my friend Rod. Oh, let's summon some more friends. Let's go for the shoulders anyway. I love how he screams.
Yes, you will do what our master desires. Intrude, destroy them.
The bomb, the bomb. Ah, crap. That was bad. Take two. It should be a bit easier with my backup. Our friend didn't bring the barrel over here. Oh well. That usually is the tougher one. Uh, I'm not sure if it's because of the room or the gas or all of the above. Let's see what chest we need. 123. Oh yeah, that chest will be good. Too bad, the mark would have been good too. And we got another chest or a back piece. Let's see. I guess we're gonna go for the back piece. 116, 122. Oh, I wasn't able to say goodbye to my friend. Oh, next time. I probably should have gone back for the briefings, but I'm not gonna use the Ras Al Ghul hair with this fella, and I'm gonna redo that mission anyway. So there will be plenty of opportunity to get those. So let's make ourselves a new chest piece and a new back piece, and maybe even some shoulders, unless 122. I guess we could make DPS's shoulders. Oh, that was a nice upgrade. Well, let's get a few mods first. And I skipped over the breakout protection. Someone was asking yesterday about the white mods. Essentially, the white mods are mods that gives a certain boosts to your character. Although I just realized I probably should have played New Genesis first. I'm not sure if I'm still going to get marks from it now. Doesn't matter. So let's see if we can, just to be sure. Oh yeah, and I have a few skill points I didn't spend. Oh yeah. So let us see. Pretty sure I took both weapon masteries. I took that. Essentially, I'm checking if I took the restoration, and since I did, what I will do is I'll probably take. I got one skill point here. I'll take one skill point here, and I already have one here. And I'll take one skill point here. Essentially, I'm going to take one skill point in every weapon if I can. So that no matter what weapon I get, I'm going to be able to equip it and get the style. And let's make ourselves some DPS shoulders. It doesn't really matter, but why not? There's no reason not to at this point. And the healer's shoulders gives some critical healing magnitude, so might as well go for a bit extra precision. Actually, it's extra might. Oh, that stinks. That really stinks. I guess I'm going to stick with my healer shoulders then. Essentially, certain powers like celestials, hard light, like the Green Lantern powers. In short, powers that have combos are precision powers. So you want to raise the precisions on those powers. You don't really want to raise the might. If you raise the might, that's fine. But what you really want to do is raise the precision. The exception to that is probably atomic. Atomic, the combos are might based. So even though atomic as is using combos, it's still using might for those combos. So one yellow and one blue. So let's make ourselves a yellow and a blue. Oh, a little further. So here's the blue. And not sure why the menu freezes sometimes. Essentially, switching tab essentially unfreezes the menu when it. So if at some point your menu freeze when you click on an option, just switch tab and it should either fix the problem or at least it should help a bit. So let's go for this one. There we go. Oh, it's the back. And there we go. It's not a big deal. Essentially, it's 136 power, but I may as well get it. 2.5% critical healing chance. Again, doesn't make or break the game, but it helps a little bit. So we're pretty much done with that. I probably should salvage those pieces, anticipating. Oh yeah, that's the elite chest. 123, 126. Oh, let's keep it just because it's elite. What if I was to ever have 8 pieces of elite gear? Not sure if it would be worth it, but so let's sell the rest. I should probably salvage it to try to get some crafting components. But what the heck? So there we go. So essentially now our combat rating is 143. Before I forget, let's go do the New Genesis mission. Otherwise, that's probably going to be the last time we get marks from New Genesis. So let's try and enjoy it while it lasts. Essentially, the next piece of gear I get, that's going to be an upgrade. Uh, will raise my combat rating high enough that I'll probably, and even right now, I'm not sure if I'm still going to get marks of victory. It seems to indicate that I will. We'll see. Actually, let's go back to our good old place where we used to go at first. Because, well, why not?
Self-destruct sequence.
I probably should try queuing for group missions. I essentially reset was yesterday morning. So odds are there might still be people who are looking for or we're looking forward to do the 8-player missions or 4-player missions. I should probably try and do and queue for those. We'll see. But also I'm trying to strike a balance of doing low-level missions for sometimes feats or stuff like that, and then doing high-level missions for to get marks of victory. So as you see here is pretty much the best spot to get a truckload of thwart efforts of defense on New Genesis. So there's plenty of clicky to click and place and all that good stuff. And there's even a couple of enemies. Worst comes to worst, if we don't have enough enemies, we can always go to other parts of the map. There's plenty of enemies all around. Although I guess we have to be extra careful. I realized the other day that there's a part of this map where it's actually an operation, and it's a 8-player operation. So the enemies are a little too tough for a solo guy, even at 140. Let's go make a few kills.
Data upload activated. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Data upload activated. We will self-destruct sequence.
Holy crap, it's behind the leaf. So let us continue. So I guess we're done with the objectives. All we really need now are to defeat the enemies. And just give me 1 second. I'll be a bit distracted, I guess. And there we go. Sorry about that. So this is probably the last time we do this mission with our Black Lantern Batman. Unless we don't get any new piece of gear with the other missions. but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to purchase a weapon or something like that. Although I've been meaning to save my marks for to purchase the Black Lantern gear, but I couldn't help but notice that my weapon is not so great. Could be a good idea to get a new weapon, although it's not too bad. Had an upgrade not too long ago, so it did kind of help. But one more upgrade couldn't hurt. As you can see, this loadout works well enough. Although I didn't go for the most powerful loadout, I just went for a loadout that I kind of enjoyed playing. There's probably an easy way or two to improve this loadout fairly easily. The first one, I guess, would be to take away the breakout move. There's probably a much better celestial power I could put instead. But as you can see, it works. It usually works well enough. So right now, I don't feel like I need to change it. I guess sometimes I prefer a loadout that's not quite as powerful, but that you're comfortable using, than one that people say is more powerful or that may seem more powerful, but that you're struggling to use, if it makes any sense. You may have noticed that I'm pretty much a range player. I like to attack from a distance using a ranged ability or range powers. Doesn't mean that I cannot jump into the fray and fight in melee, but it's usually my last option. If I have an option to attack from range, I'll pretty much use it. Which is probably why I much prefer to use mass levitation to mass terror whenever I use my mental character. And let's see what's in the box. Oh, we've got a mask and a cape. I'm not sure if it's gonna be any good. Nah. Those third world. Nah, let's go for the cape. If I'm lucky, I'll get a new style. If not, I'll just sell it for uh, a few bucks. Again, I probably should salvage it for crafting materials, but nah. The crafting is a little too crazy for my taste. I think I'm going to stay away from it. Actually, let's go to the Hall of Doom. And again, that's probably the last time I'm going to. Oh, let's go to the vault. We didn't do the vault yet, I guess. With hand blasters, it should be a bit easier.
That's it. Game's over. Step along, nothing to see. Get going before my good mood wears off.
Nothing we didn't already have. So let's get out of here. And let's go for the legal malfunction. 143 is the maximum CR, so it's going to be for that one too. That's probably going to be our last run, unless somehow we're missing a feat or something. And while we wait, let's go do the. Oh, it's up here. Let's go do the Valentine seasonal while we wait. Actually, I just realized. Why wait? Just give me a second. I'll be right back.
You play in PS3 or PS4?
That's PS4. I'm not sure if my Doombot would be high level enough. Nah, freaking Doombot. Well, that's okay. I have another plan. So let's cure again. And this time it should be pretty quick. So essentially, I did what I did previously when I did the tier 2 duos. We can't really group together with a hero, but what we can do is that we can essentially we can queue at the same time, and the game will match us together, which I would think is intended. So let's get started. I don't really need both characters, but why not? So essentially, if you're wondering, Saturn Knight is my main hero on PC. Oh, better hurry up. I guess I could try. I could have tried to do the console thingy, but I don't really care. Pretty sure I have the feed already. And essentially, I've done this mission solo quite a few times. There's a few times where my partner would disconnect or leave or whatever, and I would essentially just finish the mission solo. Like the first time I did it solo, I think I was 115 with Saturn Knight. Where's... Oh, there they are. Well, let's wait for them to come here. I guess the novelty of crossplay and also the new episode, the novelty of the new episode, I guess it already wore off. We're pretty much back to the way things were before crossplay, at least on PS, on PlayStation. On PC, I'm pretty sure the curry are much better. On PS, I barely tell the difference anymore. Which is why I decided to ask my friend Saturn Knight to carry with me. And he said yes because he's so nice. Where will they come from? Oh, there they are. And if you're wondering, this is my hero base. And if you're wondering how I can play both at the same time, essentially when I do combos with the right hand, it gives me time to, with the left hand, to press a button to activate one of the Saturn Knight's power, like that. So these should be the last ones. And there we go. Oh, we're going to fight the Huntress. That's so sad. Oh, let's summon our little friends. Actually, come to think of it, I just realized I didn't play my mainframe with my Saturn Knight. Now I'm sad. And I guess I didn't pay it with my Black Lantern either, seeing how I only have 2 backups. 298. I think we're going to go for the. Oh yeah, for the extra mark. I'm not sure why my backup aren't attacking. It happens fairly often lately. I really need to go pay my mainframe, I guess. I'm not sure if I have that mod. Nothing really worth it with both characters. It happens. That wasn't too bad.
As disappointed in your security as I am, I'm equally impressed by your ability
Let's go
to
with the
tell
mark of victory. And
wonder
let's see how
Darkseid's
many we
plans
have.
there.
Oh, we're up to 62. Almost there. Oh, we broke everything. Oh, let's get out of here. So that's probably the last time we did this mission with our Black Lantern. So let's see about resource recovery. We have up to combat rating of 148, so we should be able to do it a bit more. Oh, and we just did Demon Pit before, so let's go for those 3. Oh, oh crap. Didn't want to do that. Oh well. It happens. Could have taken our friend Saturn Knight again, but no reason not to take another player in here.
Earth society has to offer. If you help me recover an ancient resource for Darkseid, I will personally ensure that you are well compensated. But fail me, and I will destroy you myself. Choose one of these soldiers for me to drain. Their sacrifice will provide me an element I can use to our advantage.
Holy crap.
I'm sensing something from the west, but you decide which
Oh, that's
path.
nice.
I don't want to take the blame for it if you're wrong. The dregs are weak. Let's put an end to them quickly. Find the resource. I can open discussion with you. Granting me my let you should you choose to.
Oh, let's go for the shoulders. Well, let's see if our friend is going to keep on skipping. And of course.
Curses! The resource is not here either!
I'm not sure where he's going.
I had thought of draining your energy before, but I began to see your usefulness. Mr. Miracle, I will enjoy sharing your life. If I take this resource to Darkseid, then I will rule the Insect Empire!
No one from Earth will take this resource, especially Untitled.
This ancient resource now belongs to Lord Darkside and will fuel his most powerful artifacts. Not failing him was most definitely in your best interests.
This is Waller. You are now assigned to the Suicide Squad. By now, you are intimately aware of our arrangement. Cooperate with the members of Task Force X, or I yank the leash connected to that collar, threatening the integrity of the barrier that
So far, so good. Everyone seems to be doing what they're supposed to be doing. I'm going to try to spam a bit less. Essentially, I took the habit of spamming heal in this map because too often people would go from almost full to almost dead, or if not dead, in like one shot. But that doesn't seem to be a problem right now. So I guess I'm going to give some slack also to our friend Mr. Jiggles. So I'm going to spam a little less. And the guy seems to be able to survive. I'm not sure why we have to keep on waiting for Solar Lantern. I guess he's being distracted a bit. I guess our friend Mr. Jiggles is not using debuffs. Or he actually is using the wrong debuff. It happens. Well, that was a bit lucky. I wish I could say I timed my group shield perfectly, but it was a bit. I was a bit lucky. I guess our friend Jiggle is only giving us power over time, because it seems to be doing giving us that much more power than that. Oh well. Yeah, it's okay. I've done this run quite a few times with no controller, so just having the power over time should do it. So essentially, he puts the damage debuff on Jared, meaning that Jared does a little less damage thanks to the debuff. But Jared has a damage buff, a defense buff, I should say. So essentially, he should technically should be a little harder to kill because of his buff. Normally, you want the controller to take away the defense buff with his defense debuff. But that seems to be not what Mr. Jiggles is doing, which is okay, I guess. I've done it a few times myself without actually using any debuffs here. Why would I not use debuffs, you say? Sometimes with certain groups, some groups are so power hungry that just giving them power is pretty much all you can do. So in certain groups, when I was so busy giving them power, I wouldn't have power or time or resources to even throw a single debuffs. So essentially, for certain groups, you want to focus on giving power above all else. And when that happens, you cannot throw any debuffs. But that's not really the case here with Mr. Jiggles. He just doesn't seem to have the defense debuff in his loadout. He seems to have the attack debuff for reasons. Oh, that's okay. Crap. That's one of the challenges in this mission. That's why I usually spam heal a little more than I should. is that sometimes you'll see your friends go from being full to being dead in a blink of an eye. So sometimes you pretty much have to spam heal as a prevention measure. Let's try to. There we go. Overall, it wasn't too bad, but it should have been a bit easier than that. But it's okay, we made it through. Sorry about that. I'm not sure why I keep on messing up my combo. There doesn't seem to be any lag throwing off my timing. I guess I'm just getting old. Not sure why I can't pull off my combo. Oh, there we go. should go downstairs, I think. Well, maybe not. Come on. You would think that's when someone gets too close and gets killed once, twice, 3 times. You would think that they would get the hint. Maybe they should not go into melee or get too close to the action, but I guess not. At least now our friend Jiggle should have the will have the proper debuff. For this boss, you want to give him the damage debuff because at some point he does get some sort of damage buff, which does a lot of damage when he has that. And as you saw Solar Lantern's power go down, essentially our friend James can suck the power dry from one player sometimes. You'll see it's some sort of lightning effect that he does that targets one player, and it essentially drains the power from that player. Also, it kind of stuns, and it probably does a bit of damage too. But the main part is that it essentially drains pretty much all your power when that happens. Not sure why. Essentially, I'm going to try to time my group shields with our friend the Lantern. At least whenever possible. The group shield of the Lantern is essentially a supercharge, so he won't be able to do it as often as he would like to. We broke the stone. Let's try and use it before it's wasted. At least now our friend Jiggle seems to be keeping his distance. Oh, we're almost there. It would have been tempting to use my backup, but nah. Pretty sure I have that helmet already. 120, I have even better. Let's go for the mark. And sadly, you can see people rush ahead. When they're combat rating 150, they rush ahead thinking they're invincible, and they're not. Let's hope it gives them a lesson in humility, but probably not. Sweet irony. Solar Lantern was making us wait earlier, and now he's the one who says he has to go in 12 minutes, so he's trying to hurry up now. Probably why you rushed ahead and ended up dead. And essentially I'm saving my backups for when we fight Raven. I think we're going to need them. I wouldn't be surprised if we lose our friend Solar Lantern halfway through the fight. We'll see. And our friend Jiggle seems to use more power to try to DPS than to actually give power. That happens. Essentially, players don't want to be batteries, I guess they say. So they try usually to DPS instead of just focusing on giving power. And our friend Jiggle seems to think that it's going slowly because he's light DPS. Which could be possible, I guess. Although I'm not sure. Maybe a little. Actually,
I appreciate your assistance with these two. And now that the ritual is well on its way, I will
holy crap,
take
our
up
friend
the
Jiggle
memory
could
of sin
give a lot
and
more
lead
power.
you to your final challenge.
Brother Blood, your obsession with me is repulsive.
May the best daughter of Trigon win.
I will flay you alive once I'm finished with these fools.
So let's summon our backup and let's get started. And we broke a stone already. Not a good sign. It's not dramatic, it's just it's a waste. And essentially it's a somewhat indication of how the mission could progress from now on. Although it could have been just a simple accident. It happens.
Who will win indeed?
I'm spamming my combos a bit because most of my combos pretty much work as a healing over time. So this one is a healing over time. This one is a healing over time. Oh, there we go. Let's give a shield to everyone. And obviously this is my healing over time. There's just this one. I'm not sure if it works as a heal over time, but it works as a heal anyway, so that's good enough. It'll be fun to finish with our friend Solar Lantern, so you won't have to leave halfway through the fight. At least, I hope not. Yeah, we're almost done. It would be sad to see him go like when there's so few health left for Raven. Almost there, almost there. Our friend Solar will be fine. Unless we knew we do a major goof, yeah, he should be okay. Not sure why our friend Jiggle isn't giving us. There we go. I guess he was held or something. It happens. So let's take the mark of victory and let's give a little thumbs up to our friends. Overall, we went well. It wasn't perfect, but it went well enough.
My father. I will contact you again soon. Until then, be safe.
No, for light DPS, I think Solar did fine. So let's see what we got. Some shoulders that we're going to. Let's collect the hammer. Let's collect the plan. And let's sell whatever else. We can't. That's not. We're at the wrong spot. Let's go. Thought we would have the crafting station, but I just realized it's in the other safe house. Holy crap, it's been a long time since I've used these little fellas with this character. Although I don't have much reason to use them anymore, but at some point I should probably get the styles that they're selling. So one day I'll probably do let's go to all the vendors, run and purchase everything they have, or at least everything that I don't have already collected. And speaking of collected, let's collect Mr. Freeze's mission.
Soon I will be reunited with my love, Nora. If you help me acquire that which I need to improve my technology, I will pay you well.
And let's see, let's go outside. Essentially, we're going to do the Valentine seasonal while we wait for missions to pop. That's pretty much the best option we have right now. I'm trying to decide if I want to queue for 8-player missions. I don't really want to. So let's try for the elite version of the Secreted Cathedral. Oh, I'll just go as a healer this time. Oh, that was quick. Let's hope it won't be in a fail group. Usually when it's this quick, you start the mission and already half a dozen people or more have left the mission. Or the group is stuck at the first boss or something like that. No, it seems to be a new group. No one at in 150, but it's okay. We're more or less pretty much all at the same level. So I assume automatic bang will be our DPS, and V-Space will be our controller. But you never know. I could decide not to switch for reasons.
This is Raven. I'm speaking to you telepathically. I know that you are
Well,
allied
everyone
with
did
the
switch.
conspiracy against my father, so this may be of your interest.
So we have one of each role.
Immediate future, something that could permanently
That should be good.
weaken the integrity of the barrier that binds my father. I cannot join you, the risk of me losing my autonomy.
So ideally, you want to do the mission the day of the reset or the day after. Otherwise, yeah, after that you may have a hard time. Well, usually the weekend after is okay, but like by Monday, no one will be doing this mission anymore. So you may as well do it fairly early. Holy crap! And with an Earth DPS, we should be more than fine. I'm just wondering why. Oh, there we go. Sometimes we don't see the power over time going, but it can be sometimes that the player just didn't activate it just yet. Sometimes in the heat of battle, you don't realize that the power over time is down, and you just need to recast it again. And we're missing Space God. Oh no, there he is. At least the tank seems to have pulled everyone together. I guess it would have been perfect for an orbital strike, the way they were all bunched together. Next time. Which reminds me, I should make sure that I paid my rent in my mainframe. I'll do that next time, I guess. Oh, too late now. So let's wait for everyone. Let's get this party started. I'll keep an eye on this box here. Ideally, you keep that tank in the middle and everyone picks a box, and when the time comes to click on the box, you you click on the box. But it doesn't always work like that. Though so far everyone seems to be fairly close to a box. I know that most of the action is happening outside of the frame. It's just I'm trying to keep the box visible so that I can know when to click it. And I pretty much, even though I'm not seeing what's going on, I've done this mission enough that I know what's going on even if I'm not seeing it. I did not even need to click on the box. Oh, a weapon. Oh, why not? So let's wait for everyone. Let's get this party started. I'm not sure why V-Space is out of power. Essentially, our friend Beloved Earth was a little out of range. I wasn't able to heal him. Sadly, the heals don't go through walls, so if you turn the corner and the healer isn't there, he's not going to be able to heal you. That's sad, but it happens. If you turn the corner or if you're out of range because you're too far away. It happened not too long ago in Smallville. Essentially, some of the players couldn't quite understand that if they're too far away from the healer can't heal them. So either not rush ahead or when they see that the healer isn't there, be a little more careful. But it was too much to ask. But it was, well, I was about to say it was tier 1 players, but it was a tier 1 mission. I don't recall if it actually was tier 1 players. Was it tier 1 or tier 2? I never can tell. Anyway. Ideally, you should do the elite at least once a week. It's five marks of victory. That's much much needed. Also, you run the chance of crap. You run the chance of getting some elite gear. And sadly, endgame players seems to think they're invincible. They don't. They seem to forget the ancient art of blocking and all that good stuff, or the ancient art of staying away from the boss when you're not the tank. Now, I know my shield wasn't finished, but I think pretty sure Beloved Earth didn't have a shield anymore. Would be easier to cycle through our shields if we were all speaking on the microphone together, but you don't want to do that. Sadly, I pretty much stopped using the microphones unless I'm with my friends or my league mates. Sadly, I don't use the microphone anymore. There's a few reasons for that. Well, I guess one reason would be that if the microphone was turned on, we could talk to each other. I wouldn't be able to talk to you, or it would make it a little more challenging, or people would say what they said when I started doing those videos. Who are you talking to? But also, sadly, too often players with microphones will eat crunchy chips or all that good stuff, or you'll hear screamings in the background, or you'll hear music. So at some point, I pretty much said enough, and I started using my microphone only with my friends or my league mates. That's pretty much it. And not with you guys, obviously. Uh, that pretty much stinks. Let's go for the boots. Ideally, we should get at least one elite piece of gear, but it's not always the case. And sadly, I've never been lucky enough to get two pieces of elite gear in the same run. The way the system is set up, it should be possible, but it doesn't really happen. At least, it doesn't happen to me, I should say. If it happened to other people, I haven't heard about it. So far, I got two pieces of gear, of elite gear, so I guess I can't really complain. Even though it's pretty much gear that's obsolete now, but it's always nice to see the elite version of a piece of gear. Even if we Don't really need it anymore. The controller can't really complain. He's doing a pretty good job. I can pretty much spam as much as I want and still have power. So when that happens, that's a good day.
Sycophantic slave of my father.
I appreciate your assistance with these two. And now that the ritual is well on its way, I will take the phylactery of sin and leave you to your final challenge.
I see you're taking your disturbing fetish for me to a new level.
May the best sticker of Trigon win.
So long as I live, I will defy you. You know that Father will never let us be. I will resist you too.
Crap. I'm not sure why Space God is spamming so much, but I'll trust him. He's been doing a good job so far. I assume he has a good reason to be spamming. Could be he's trying to cast. Essentially, he's casting the defense debuff and the attack debuff on Raven, which is pretty much a good idea. That's usually what I do also when I have the chance. And once in a while, I'll even use the healing debuff. Not really because I want to use the actual healing debuff on let's say Raven. It would be pointless. I don't think she heals at all. But the healing debuff I use it also as some sort of damage over time.
Why are you doing this?
So that's pretty much why I would want to use it. And essentially, I tried to shield people when I saw the evil red evil skull appear next to Raven. Ideally, you want to time your shield for when the red skull appear next to Raven, because usually that means she's going to do a big attack. So you want to try to protect your team so that they don't die from that big attack. Usually, I think she has some sort of reflect ability. Well, I was a bit early, but I should have done the trick. At some point, you can almost anticipate when she will do her big attack. Well, let's go use our friends. There we go. And now I didn't think she was going to do a big attack, but at this point, I might as well try to keep everyone alive. We're almost done. Would be sad to lose someone now. And even worse, it would be sad to lose someone, and then sometimes it creates some sort of domino effect. Like you lose one guy, and then the next guy tries to raise him, and you lose the next guy, and almost there. Overall, it went really well, which is sad in itself, I guess. As you saw, the regular version was a bit harder, and we had people at 150. Here we, come on,
Stay away from me.
where is he?
Is that pride I see in your eyes? You're not my father. You will not break me. You think you can stop me? I will do my best to prevent
And we got the
her from
elite
reemerging.
belt.
But what
Pretty sure I don't have it.
that
Let's take a quick
blood
look.
has betrayed Circe and has returned to his original plan
It'll be
to
easier if I
unleash
look
my
into the
father.
styles.
I will not go back under his thumb. This is my universe, and to hell with him.
I don't seem to have it. So let's go for the belt. It's sad. The poster would have been nice, but now let's go for the belt. And let's give a thumbs up to everyone. It's been a good run. So the sweet irony with a group of 140 players, the elite mission was easier than the normal mission with the group with some players that were 150 earlier. So that's sad, but it happens. And let's check 116. Oh, actually, I'm going to be able to use my belt. Oh yeah. Defeat, not really. And for the weapon, 123, 119. Oh, well, we won't really need the weapon, I guess. So let's go to our base quickly. We can come back to Gotham later on if we want. So, I'm not sure if it did raise. We're still at 143. That's nice. Who knows? Maybe if we're lucky, sort of, which it's strange seeing it like that, we could still be able to get marks of victory from New Genesis tomorrow. We'll see. I'm not sure if I still have enough crafting. I don't think so. Let's see. We still need some equipment interface beta. Oh well. We'll go get some in just a minute. Oh, we could purchase a weapon. The weapon or the boost? I'll go for the weapon first. We'll get the boost later. And at the same time, unless I decide to go for something other than the weapon, I still have time to make up my mind. Essentially, if we get the weapon, we're going to get the weapon from this little guy here, which is a weapon, combat training. Oh, 134 for the belt. We have the belt already. And for the weapon, we'll go for the hand blasters. 134. Oh, that would be really tempting. Oh, wrong. 123, 134. That would be a nice upgrade. 126. I guess the weapon is what makes the most sense. It's the harder one to get. It's the most expensive, so we could purchase it right now. Or we could get the chest, 138. Decisions, 23, 26, 23. We have the style. I was hoping maybe to get the style, but no, no such thing. I guess the shoulders would be 22. Let's go for the weapon. What the heck? Got wrong. Let's go see our friend here. And let's go for the hand blasters. Essentially, I equip my healer first, and then later on, if I can or need to, I'll get some DPS gear. So I usually give the priority to the role for reasons. And let's craft a little bit. Actually, let's get a couple of components we need. And let's craft ourselves a little. I guess for the green one, it's pretty much vitalization and health. this point. Oh, there it is. I guess the best option is to go for an exhibit that's two color, well actually that could fit into two sockets, like the green can fit in the blue and yellow. The orange can fit in red and yellow, and the purple would fit in red and blue. So let's go back to our base to imprint our new weapon, and also we'll get a new white mod. And the warp doesn't work. It happens. So what's the workaround when that happens? No choice. Let's go to Gotham, and from there we'll use one of our many bases. Well, let's grab this little thing here. There we go. Oh, there's an evil hero right across the street. Oh, why the heck not? Victory! Ah, sweet victory. Nah, I won't click him. I don't. I'm not a clicky. Defeating the guy is enough. I don't need to click him. So let's go to the closest base, which I guess is, I guess would be that one. Ah, the sweet smell of victory. Smells like bacon. There's another guy here. Why not? We're on a roll. He's only level 14. I don't like killing players if it gives me nothing. Essentially, I'll defeat players for the wanted posters or for PvP or for marks of legends or whatever, but not just to beat the snot out of them. Yeah, yeah, once in a while it can happen, but I don't really try to. So usually when it happens, it just happened by accident. Either the guy will attack me, or I'll attack him while I'm fighting some other mobs or something. Usually, if I see a level 4, uh, I'll try not to kill him. Oh yeah, just realized. Wrong weapon. Oh, I'm sad. Ah, crap. I hate when I do that. It doesn't matter. So I guess that's going to be it for now, unless I decide to do something else. Nah, let's call it quits for now. Next time I'll try to maybe do a demon's plan. Or if I'm really brave, I might try to do an 8-player mission. We'll see. So with that's it for now, guys. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.